Right, slot 3 analysis, and we'll have a quick session now. Okay, this is going to be a quick short session, okay, wherein we specifically talk about what has happened in the last slot, which is the third slot, which has ended up at 6:30. Okay, and then I know our team is right now just assimilating all the points, bringing in from slot number 1, 2, 3, comparing all of that, and coming up with with the prediction towards what is going to be the score for 99 percentile and all of that. So I'm going to have a detailed session on that, okay, which is lined up today at 8 p.m. guys. Okay, just 8 p.m. we're going to have that session, okay, where I am going to have a detailed discussion with regards to all the three slots, okay, comparing all of that, uh, keeping in mind the change, okay, that is going to happen with regards to the normalization, and what is going to be the final cutoff, expected final cutoff from our side for a score of for 99% and all of that. For that, login our channel at 8 p.m. Okay, in this session I'm going to specifically talk about slot number 3. Now, people who are there right now watching it, okay, just put a comment out there who are there in slot number 3. Slot number 3 people, okay, because I had a session with you guys in the morning, okay. After slot number 1, I gave you the way you should be attempting the paper, okay, for slot 3, okay. And the paper was as expected, okay. What was there in slot number 1, okay, no major changes out here, okay. And slot number 3 paper was very much on the same line. So going ahead, okay, with regards to taking each and every section, okay, taking into consideration each and every section. Section number 1, which was verbal, okay, 26 questions on verbal were there, okay, with 8 questions on verbal ability, and other questions, so the remaining questions on RC. So we got RC, which is around 18 questions, okay, and somewhere, okay, around 8 questions that we got on the VA part, okay. Now VA did not give you para completion here, okay. You had para jumbles, you had para summary, and you have odd sentences. But just like in the previous sections, okay, out of these 8 previous lots, out of these 8 questions on verbal ability, there were 4 to 5 questions which were easily doable. Okay, so 5 questions is what we are saying. Okay, this is something that I told in my previous analysis also for the previous slot. 5 out of 8, okay, in verbal ability is a good attempt out there, okay, with you can say 80% accuracy or 90% accuracy, that is there. Now comes to the RC part. Now RC were 4 RCs, just like you had in slot number 1, slot number 2. Okay, RC was total of 4 RCs. Okay, there was one on economics, there's one on philosophy, history with her. Okay, so these kind of RCs were there, 4 RCs. So if you see out of these 4, okay, 2 are doable is what we know. Again, नो सरप्राइजेस, जैसे पहले के 2 स्लॉट में हुआ है वैसा ही हुआ है यहाँ पे भी, नो मेजर चेंजेस आउट हियर. सो ओवरऑल अटेम्प्ट, अ गुड अटेम्प्ट, इफ यू सी somewhere around close to 15. Okay, 15 to 18 is what I'll give you as a good attempt, okay, for the verbal section of slot number 3. Okay, now if you have an attempt between 15 to 18, okay, with 85 to 90% accuracy rate, okay, definitely you are at a score, you would get a score somewhere close to which gives you a close to 98 percentile and all that. So that's about verbal. Overall difficulty level of verbal was you can say a moderate to difficult level, okay, not that very difficult, okay, but not very at a moderate level. So moderate to difficult level tha. People who had good understanding of the inference based questions, okay, just like the questions you got in slot number 1, okay, wherein you had those inference based questions that this happens except this, then what, okay, like, so what can be inferred from the passage except. Okay, so those kind of questions had come in slot number 1. Same thing in slot number 2. Okay, so no major changes. Okay, people who worked on those basic parts, okay, things that we have covered in our VA sessions, our strategy sessions, okay, did not face any problem. Okay, so that's about verbal section overall. All right. Any question that I have? Okay, just a quick thing here. Okay, in case you have any questions specific to slot number 3, I'm talking about slot number 3, guys. Okay, and I've given you a high-level analysis. Okay, with regard to that. That out of 26 questions, a good 15 to 18 attempt is a good attempt out there. Now, second section of LRDI. Now, LRDI, even in slot number 2 and slot number 3, okay, has given people, okay, some real some real tough time, okay, that students have got. Slot number 1 LRDI was not that difficult, or you can say was not solving 3 sets in slot number 1, okay, was pretty much okay and pretty much fine with a lot of students did actually. But in slot number 2 and 3, LRDI solving 2 sets, okay, was something that people could manage. Okay, solving third set was becoming a little challenge. But yes, what I see that if you are aiming at a 99 percentile, people have still solved 3 sets, okay, both in slot number 2 and slot number 3. Okay, for 3 sets, okay, slot number 2, slot number 3, a score of 99 percentile is something that you should be aiming at. 2 sets is somewhere between 90 to 95 percentile, okay, just like what we have seen. Yes, slot number 1 was having a little easier part, okay. I mean, I would not use the word easy, but moderate to difficult part was there for LRDI in slot number 1, but it would be 3 sets, which is like a moderate level part, or 2 sets on a difficult level part. But that was a little change here, okay, that you can say 2.5 sets, okay, was on a moderate, okay, and 2.5 sets was on a difficult side for both slot number 2 as well as slot number 3. Now, people who were able to select the right set, okay. In fact, you see, I told you about slot number 1 where you had that 4x4 Venn diagram question, okay. Slot number 3 again got the same question, okay. They not same, but the same pattern of question. So you got a Venn diagram question which was again doable, a 4x4 Venn diagram which is completely something not something not as a surprise that must have come, okay. It's not a surprise, so people have done that. So LRDI solving 2 sets was not a challenge, okay. Solving 2 sets in LRDI was not a challenge. If you have got 2 sets right, okay, with complete accuracy, that would be somewhere between 90 to 95 percentile, okay, you're looking at. And but if you have cracked the third set completely, then you would reach to a 97 plus percentile in that particular section. So that's about the LRDI part, okay. Coming to cons, okay, the last section, no surprises again, okay. Yes, but the distribution of questions can go up and down within a particular set, okay. That means what, like for example, in slot number 1, cons had the arithmetic part, okay, had total of around 10 questions, 5 of which, okay, were on time, speed, distance. Now that part still remain intact. In slot number 3 also you got the same thing. Slot number 3 where you had arithmetic has got like 4 to 5 questions again on time, speed, distance. But for geometry, slot number 1 people got mensuration questions, okay. Now slot number 3 people have got coordinate geometry questions. So pure geometry was less, okay, but they got coordinate geometry question that came in slot number 3. So that's why I say, if I look at the overall bucket, okay, geometry is obviously geometry. Under geometry, we have to consider everything, okay. But in one area, in one set, in one slot, they have focused more towards only pure geometry questions. In one slot, they focus a bit on mensuration questions. In third slot, we have seen that they are focused towards coordinate geometry. So we've got coordinate geometry questions coming in slot number 3 as well. And overall, if you see moderate to difficult, again cons, okay, and people who are good in cons were able to attempt somewhere close to around 17 to 18 questions as well, okay. So not something that was something that was new or a surprise element, okay, nothing like that. So overall, okay, I see that slot number 3 remained pretty much the same, okay, of how slot number 1 was, okay, pretty much the same how slot number 2 was. In fact, slot number 3 people definitely had an advantage having some clarity of how to attempt the paper, okay, because I had that session, okay, of strategy session with you guys, with the slot 3 students, and how you are supposed to attempt, okay. And I think it was bang on that, okay. It was bang on that. You should have attempted it the right way, and people who have done that, okay, have got that decent attempts of close to 45 attempts overall, okay, which is a decent attempt with 80 to 90% accuracy. If you have attempted 42 45 plus questions, I think you're on a good track to score a 97 or 98 percentile plus, okay. That's all right now that I can tell you about the third slot. And as I told you that at 8 p.m. we have a detailed session, okay, which is where I'm going to have slot number 1, 2, 3, okay, all of that completely in detail comparison, okay. Also having the percentile prediction. Okay, if you guys have any questions still as of now, you can ask me quickly. because I'm going to have that session at 8 p.m. Okay, we need to just quickly go back, okay, do my analysis, okay, and come back to you and present that analysis and share with you the expected cutoff for a 99 percentile. Okay, but if you ask me right now, I see that overall somewhere close to around 110 would be a score which would give you a should give you a 99 percentile or plus. Okay, but overall, okay, let us still get back, okay, do a overall analysis of all the three sections together. Okay, let me share that with you, okay, at 8 p.m. Please join it that time. So, and that time I'll take questions on the percentile prediction also for the cutoff of different colleges also. Okay, great, guys. So thanks a lot for watching. Okay, any questions? Okay, I don't think, okay, there's any question coming in, because we've kind of covered pretty much everything. Let's meet at 8 p.m. guys. Okay, 8 p.m. Okay, we're going to discuss everything in detail, okay, with percentile prediction. Okay, all the best. Okay, let's connect at 8.